Let's make our sourdough starter. I'm going to be using rye flour. I find that rye flour works the best. It has a lot of wild yeast in it and it grows beautifully. But you can use whole wheat flour if you'd want. You can also use unbleached white flour. It won't be as nutritious, but it'll work. And you can also use bread flour, but that is not optimal. So if you can get your hands on rye or whole wheat, that is the best. I have 60 grams or half a cup of flour in this jar. We're going to add a quarter cup or also 60 grams of water to our flour. It is important that your water is filtered. You don't want to use chlorinated water, okay? Now, all we got to do is mix it so that the flour is not as dry. This process takes a few days, guys, takes patience. We will monitor this every day. It's going to seem to you that it's dry in the beginning. That's fine. It's because the flour hasn't absorbed all the liquid yet, so don't worry. Now you can cover this with the lid very loosely. You want this to breathe, or use some cheesecloth. That's better, right? Yeah. We're going to leave this at room temperature until tomorrow, and I will see you again. Okay, guys, second day of our starter. This hasn't done anything in there, and it's fine. It has a little crust on top. That's fine. We are going to take half of this and throw it away. Now we're going to add the same amount of water and flour that we did yesterday. This process will take 7 days. You're going to have to do this for about 7 days. Maybe if your starter ferments faster, maybe not that long, but you're going to have to do this process for the next, 6 or 7 days until you have a nice feed, a nice starter. I will come back tomorrow and we'll do a third one, and then I'm going to do it every day on my own. And I'll see you tomorrow. Day 3 of our starter. Look how much it's grown. I am going to transfer this to a bigger jar because obviously I'm going to start running out of room, and I want to give it enough room to expand. Okay, this smells yeasty and fermented, which is perfect. If you smell it and it smells rotted, throw it away and start again. If you smell it and it smells like acetone, then it's hungry. You need to feed it, okay? So we're going to repeat what we did yesterday. I'm going to take half of it and throw it out. It's about right. And I'm going to transfer this other half to this bigger jar. I am not going to scrape the bottom if there's dry stuff. I'm just going to take out the starter, okay? We're going to repeat this process daily until our ferment is doubling within the first couple hours and it's bubbly. And then I will come back to you. I'm going to put a rubber band at the level of where it is right now, just to be controlling how much it grows. All right, so your homework, repeat this for a few more days. If you see that it's starting to rise within 2 hours of the fermentation, then it might be ready. Once it starts doing that and it's bubbly, it's going to be ready. I am going to see you when mine is ready. Take good care of your starter, keep it in a warm place, and good luck. I have been feeding it like I told you guys I would. I've been discarding and feeding, discarding and feeding. It smells sour and yeasty, but not super strong. I'm going to now test it and see if it floats, and if it does, it's ready. When you're doing the test, don't stir it and put it in gently because you want the bubbles, right? So that it'll float. Well, it's not touching the bottom of the cup, so it's floating. On my website, which will be, the link is at the bottom in the description box, I will have all the tips for you for the starter. So go check it out, okay? If you are ready to bake your bread, this is ready to be used. Go for it. If you're not, there's different ways to store it. the safest is in the refrigerator. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover it with the cheesecloth and I'm going to put it in the fridge. You can also just leave it at room temperature and feed it every 2 or 3 days as well. You have to be careful that it doesn't over ferment though. The safest way to do it if you're not using it right away is to put it in the refrigerator. Now, if you're going to be, like taking half of this out and discarding, you can use that discard for a lot of things. Pancakes and cookies and English muffins and all kinds of good stuff. So don't throw it away. I'm going to see you soon.